Welcome back to the ultimate channel for rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving deep into one of the last classic Lincoln cents before a major change in American coinage history, the 1981 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. If you have one lying around, don't underestimate it, because this little penny, starting from just 10 cents in circulation, could actually be worth much more under the right conditions. So, let's uncover its history, hidden details, and true market worth that might surprise even experienced collectors. The 1981 Liberty 1 cent, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent, holds a special place in numismatic history. It was one of the last pennies struck with the original bronze composition, made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. That's right. In 1982, the U.S. Mint changed the penny's composition to a copper-plated zinc coin, drastically reducing its metal value. So, the 1981 penny represents the final full year of solid copper cents, a feature that makes it more collectible among coin enthusiasts today. On the obverse side, you'll find the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. A design that first appeared in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday. Above his head are the words, "In God we trust," while the word Liberty appears to his left. The date 1981 sits neatly on the right. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which replaced the wheat ears design in 1959. If you look closely, you can even spot a tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, symbolizing unity and freedom, an incredible touch of artistry for such a small coin. The 1981 Lincoln cents were struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, marked D; San Francisco, marked S, primarily producing proof coins for collectors. There's also a rare variation among proof coins. The 1981 S-Type 1 has a filled S mint mark, while the 1981 S-Type 2 has a clearer, sharper S. The Type 2 proof is significantly rarer and highly sought after by collectors today. Now, let's talk about value, the part everyone's been waiting for. If you have a circulated 1981 Liberty 1 cent, it usually starts around 10 cents in average condition. That's already 10 times its face value. However, if your coin is in uncirculated or mint state, MS65 or higher, it can fetch between $1 to $15 depending on condition and mint mark. Proof versions from San Francisco can be worth $5 to $25, especially if they're the Type 2, clear S variety. But here's the exciting part. Rare examples in pristine MS67 or MS68 red condition have sold at auction for hundreds of dollars. One top-graded 1981 D Lincoln cent once fetched over $800 in a professional coin auction. Collectors prize the 1981 Liberty 1 cent for several reasons. It's the last full copper issue before the 1982 transition to zinc. It features classic design details that defined over 7 decades of American coinage. And for many, it represents the end of an era, when U.S. coins still carried significant metal value. If you find one with strong luster, sharp details, or the rare Type 2 proof, you might be holding a small but valuable piece of numismatic history. In today's coin market, interest in copper-era pennies has grown rapidly. With metal prices and collector demand increasing, the 1981 Lincoln cent continues to gain attention. Even bulk rolls of uncirculated 1981 pennies are being sold for several dollars each, proving that even the smallest coins can hold lasting value. So next time you're sorting through your change, take a close look. That 1981 Liberty 1 cent coin might be more than just 1 cent. Its history, copper composition, and collectible variations make it a must-have for every coin enthusiast. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more incredible stories about coins worth big money still in circulation today. Speechaloon, tell us in the comments, do you have a 1981 penny in your collection? You never know, it could be your hidden treasure. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating coins of modern U.S. history, the 1983 D Liberty 1 cent coin. It may look like just another penny, but this small piece of metal hides a story of transition, rarity, and surprising value. with some examples selling for thousands of dollars, and a growing interest that starts from just 10 cents per coin in circulation. Let's start with a bit of history. The year 1983 was a major turning point for the US 1-cent coin. Just a year earlier, in 1982, the United States Mint made a huge change. They switched the penny's composition from 95% copper to a copper-plated zinc core to save production costs. Before 1982, each penny actually cost more than a cent to make. So in 1983, the U.S. Mint at Denver, marked with the DE Mint mark, was fully using the new zinc-based planchets. Each coin was now made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, weighing 2.5 grams instead of the older 3.11 gram copper coins. This shift may seem small, but it created rare varieties and minting errors that are now worth serious money. The 1983 D Lincoln cent features the classic design by Victor David Brenner, with Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, surrounded by United States of America, e pluribus unum, and 1 cent. Despite its simple look, this penny's value depends on composition, condition, and minting errors, 3 factors that make collectors' hearts race. Now here's where things get exciting. Most 1983 D pennies are common zinc coins, but if you were accidentally struck on old 95% copper planchets from 1982, these off-metal errors are extremely rare and valuable. How rare, you ask? Only a handful of genuine 1983 D copper cents have ever been authenticated by grading services like PCGS and NGC. Because the copper version weighs 3.11 grams, collectors often weigh their 1983 D pennies to find one. If you find a 1983 D that's heavier than 2.5 grams, hold on tight. It could be worth thousands of dollars, even up to $15,000 or more depending on its condition and certification. Other valuable errors include doubled die obverse, showing a doubled Liberty, or In God We Trust. Off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing. Clipped planchets, where a small curved section of the coin is missing. Even minor misstrikes or unique toning can raise collector interest, and that means more value in your pocket. Now, let's talk about what everyone wants to know. How much is your 1983 D Liberty 1 cent coin worth today, in circulation? A regular 1983 D penny typically starts from 10 cents, depending on its color and wear, but in uncirculated or mint state condition, prices rise sharply. Moneybag MS60, around $1 to $3. Moneybag MS65, gem uncirculated between $10 and $20. Moneybag MS67 or higher, can reach $200 to $500, especially for coins with stunning red luster. Now, if you're lucky enough to find a rare copper version, or a major minting error, you could be looking at thousands of dollars in collector value. One verified example of the 1983 D copper penny sold for over $15,000, making it one of the most famous modern mint errors ever discovered. So yes, that little penny you have in your drawer or coin jar might just be worth big money if it has the right characteristics. If you want to check your 1983 D pennies for hidden value, here are a few simple tips. Use a precision scale. A normal zinc penny weighs 2.5 grams. Anything around 3.1 grams could mean a copper planchet. Inspect under magnification. Look for doubled lettering or minting flaws. Keep coins clean and dry. Never polish or clean them, that reduces value. Get professional grading. Use PCGS or NGC to certify rare coins. Remember, even though most 1983 D pennies are common, collectors love examples with strong detail, perfect luster, and clear mint marks. So, the next time you spot a 1983 D Liberty 1 cent coin, don't just toss it aside, take a closer look. You might be holding a rare minting treasure worth thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible penny, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History for more stories about rare US coins that could change your luck, 1 cent at a time. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern Lincoln pennies, the 1989 D Liberty 1 cent coin. At first glance, it might look like just another regular penny in your change, But some of these coins can be worth a lot more than 1 cent. Stay tuned as we uncover its history, minting secrets, errors, and current market value. Starting from 10 cents and going up to hundreds or even thousands of dollars in rare conditions. Before you spend that penny or toss it into a jar, you might want to take a closer look, because this small copper-coated coin carries a big story of American minting tradition and hidden value. The 1989 D Lincoln cent was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark just below the date. Over 5.3 billion of these coins were produced, a massive number. But not all were created equal. By 1989. The U.S. Mint had been producing zinc-based pennies for 7 years, since 1982, when copper prices rose and made solid copper coins too expensive to produce. So, the 1989 D penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, giving it a weight of about 2.5 grams. On the obverse side, you'll find the classic bust of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The reverse still displays the Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Gasparo, used from 1959 until 2008, symbolizing the nation's respect for one of its greatest leaders. Hammerampic. Design details and features. Take a close look at the obverse. Lincoln faces right, with the word Liberty on his left, and In God We Trust arched above his head. On the reverse, if you look closely, you can actually see a tiny statue of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial, a hidden detail many people never notice. These coins were minted with great precision, but even small minting variations or striking errors can turn an ordinary penny into a collector's dream. Magnifying glass tilted left mint errors and rare varieties. Collectors always keep their eyes open for rare errors, and the 1989 D Liberty 1 cent is no exception. Here are some of the most valuable varieties you should watch for. Off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing. These can bring $50 to $200 depending on how dramatic the error is. Double die obverse, DDO, if the date or lettering looks doubled. That could be worth hundreds of dollars. BIE error, a small die crack forming a BIE between the letters and Liberty, can sell for $20 to $50. Clipped planchet errors, where part of the coin's edge is missing, can reach $100 or more in high-grade examples. Even regular, perfectly struck coins in mint state, MS67 or higher, can reach $1,000 or more at auction. Now, let's talk about what everyone wants to know: value in general circulation. Most 1989 D Liberty 1 cent coins are worth around 10 cents due to their age and collectability. But that's just the beginning. In uncirculated condition, MS60, MS65, these coins can be valued between $1 and $15. In brilliant uncirculated, MS66, MS67 grades, their price can jump dramatically, often reaching $100 to $300 depending on color and luster. The highest auction record for a 1989 D penny in pristine MS69 red condition is said to have sold for over $3,000 to a dedicated collector. So yes, while most are common, the rarest examples, especially those with unique minting errors, can bring in big money. If you're checking your change jar or coin rolls, here's what to do. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the date and lettering carefully. Check for doubling, cracks, or off-center designs. Always keep shiny, bright red coins. They grade higher and hold more value. Store your valuable finds in a protective coin holder to prevent scratches and oxidation. Remember, the difference between a common penny and a rare collectible could be just a small minting mistake, or a perfect strike that survived decades in pristine condition. The 1989 D Liberty 1 cent coin may seem ordinary, but in the world of numismatics, even the most common coins can hide rare treasures. From its rich history tied to Abraham Lincoln to its modern zinc composition, this little piece of American heritage still shines bright. So next time you get a 1989 D penny and change, don't spend it just yet. Take a closer look, it might just be worth big money. If you enjoyed today's deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History for more amazing stories about rare and valuable coins. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to discover treasure hiding right in your pocket change. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin tells a story. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin, one of the most collected modern Lincoln cents in U.S. coinage history. You may think it's just a common penny, but some 2006 1-cent coins are worth big money depending on their condition, mint mark, and rare errors. So grab your magnifying glass, because by the end of this video, you'll know how a single 2006 penny can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's start with a little history. The 2006 Lincoln cent, also known as the Liberty 1 cent, was struck by the United States Mint as part of the long-running Lincoln series, which began back in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The obverse, or front side, of the coin still featured Victor David Brenner's classic portrait of Lincoln, a design that has become one of the most enduring in American coinage. Above Lincoln's head, you'll find the word Liberty, the year 2006, and the motto, In God We Trust. The reverse side, designed by Frank Gasparo, shows the Lincoln Memorial, an image that was first introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. If you look closely at the base of the memorial, you can even see a tiny image of the Lincoln statue, just like the one inside the real monument in Washington, D.C.in 2006. The U.S. Mint produced these coins in 3 main locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark for proof. Coins. Together, hundreds of millions were minted, yet, as we'll see, some coins are still worth far more than 1 cent today. By 2006, the U.S. Mint was using a copper-plated zinc composition for the Lincoln cent, a standard that began in 1982. Each coin weighs 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19 millimeters, and features a smooth edge, even though these coins are common in circulation. What makes some of them so valuable are their rare errors, high grades, and collector demand. Now, let's talk about what makes a 2006 Liberty 1 cent coin special. Some coins have minting errors that dramatically increase their value. Collectors pay top dollar for coins with double die obverse (DDO), where the date or letters like Liberty or In God We Trust appear slightly doubled. Off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing because the coin was struck off-center. Die cracks or die breaks, raised lines or marks caused by worn dies during minting. Clipped planchet errors, where a small piece of the coin's edge is missing. A genuine 2006 Lincoln cent with a dramatic off-center strike or double die can sell for anywhere between $50 and $1,000, depending on how visible and unique the error is. Now for the part you've been waiting for: the coin's value. While a normal 2006 Liberty 1 cent coin found in circulation usually starts at around 10 cents to 25 cents in lightly circulated condition, the real value comes from coins in mint state or proof condition. MS65 or higher grade coins, that's near perfect, shiny coins with no scratches, can sell for $15 to $50. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, with mirror-like surfaces, can reach $5 to $30, depending on quality. Rare error coins, as we mentioned, can climb into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In fact, one 2060 Lincoln cent with a major double die error was reportedly sold at auction for over $1,200. So yes, it pays to check your pocket change carefully. Here are a few quick tips to help you spot a valuable 2006 penny. Check the mint mark. Coins from Denver, D, and San Francisco, S mints are often better struck and more collectible. Look for sharp details. A coin with clear lines, bright luster, and nowhere can fetch a premium. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look closely at the date, lettering, and Lincoln's face for doubling or cracks. Get it graded. If you think your coin is special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified high-grade coin can multiply in value. Here's a fun fact. The 2006 Liberty 1 cent was one of the last few years to feature the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, before the U.S. Mint changed it in 2009 for the Lincoln Bicentennial Series. That makes it a great coin to collect as part of the final Lincoln Memorial penny set. Many collectors today include 2006 coins in complete Lincoln cent albums, often looking for full red RD specimens, coins that retain their original copper. Brilliance.so, the next time you find a 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin in your pocket or jar, don't overlook it. It might just be worth more than you think, starting from around 10 cents, and reaching hundreds or even thousands if you've got a rare error or pristine example. Every coin tells a story, and even the smallest cent can hold a big piece of American history. If you enjoyed learning about the 2006 Liberty 1 cent, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Numismatics Coins History, and turn on the notification bells so you don't miss our next episode on rare and valuable U.S. coins worth big money. Today, we're diving deep into one of the modern-day coins that's still making waves among collectors, the 2015 Liberty 1 cent coin, also known as the 2015 Lincoln cent. You might have dozens of these in your pocket right now, but did you know some of them could be worth far more than just 1 cent? Stay tuned till the end, because you might be sitting on a hidden gem. The Liberty 1 cent coin, or Lincoln cent, has one of the longest-running designs in U.S. history. It first appeared in 1909, created to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, replacing the Indian head cent. The obverse of the coin proudly features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has remained largely unchanged for over a century. But in 2015, the coin you see carried more than just a familiar face. It was part of the Union Shield reverse design era, which began in 2010 and continues today. The reverse features a bold shield with 13 vertical stripes and a banner reading E Pluribus Unum, symbolizing national unity. The 2015 Liberty 1 cent was struck at 3 U.S. Mint locations: the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, the Denver Mint, marked D, and the San Francisco Mint, marked S. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were made for circulation, while the San Francisco coins were minted primarily for proof sets and collectors. Each coin was composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, with a total weight of 2.5 grams, part of the modern lightweight cent composition that began in 1982. The 2015 issue saw massive production, with over 9 billion coins minted across all facilities. Philadelphia Mint, over 4.6 billion coins. Denver Mint, over 5.1 billion coins. San Francisco Mint, proof around 1.1 million pieces. Because of this high mintage, finding a regular 2015 cent in circulation is quite common, but that doesn't mean they're all equal in value. Here's where things get interesting. Certain era coins and special varieties from 2015 can bring serious money to collectors. Some examples include double die obverse, DDO, where the lettering or Lincoln's features appear doubled; die cracks or cuds, raised lines or extra metal from worn dies. Off-center strikes, coins not properly aligned during minting; missing plating errors, where parts of the zinc core are visible. Depending on the type and condition, these errors can sell for $50, $100, or even $500 plus on collector markets. In normal circulated condition, a 2015 Liberty 1 cent coin is worth about 10 cents, 10 times its face value, mainly as a collectible or bulk resale value. But in uncirculated or mint state condition, MS65 and above, these coins can fetch between $1 to $10 each, especially for those with strong luster and sharp details. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, with their mirror-like finish, can sell for $2 to $15 or more, depending on certification and demand, and if you come across a rare error coin, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially when authenticated by grading services like PCGS or NGC. The 2015 Lincoln cent represents the ongoing legacy of America's most collected coin. It's modern, affordable, and still holds the historic charm of Lincoln's legacy. Many collectors add it to their sets as part of the Shield Reverse series, which began in 2010, symbolizing the unity and strength of the nation. For new collectors, it's also one of the easiest and most rewarding coins to start with, because you can still find it right in your change. So, The next time you check your pocket change, keep an eye out for a 2015 Liberty 1-cent coin, especially those in perfect condition or with mint errors. That small penny could be worth big money. If you enjoyed learning about this modern yet fascinating piece of numismatic history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History for more amazing coin stories and value updates. And remember, every coin has a story, and your next discovery could be worth a fortune.